Welcome back to my channel. Today is my first process video for Prettiest Monroe, and we are going to do some experimenting and some playing. So I have some fiber paper, those beautiful poppy dyes, and a whole collection of color. I have never used Prettiest Monroe's fiber paper before, so it was the first thing that caught my eye in my box, and it was the first thing that I really wanted to play with. So playing with it is what we are going to do today. Fiber paper feels almost like a heavy gauze, so it's white, and the box or the packaging says it is mistable, so you can color it, and then it says you can die cut it. So that's what we're going to do. And I thought, I love these poppy dyes. Let's make some papers, color it up really good, and then we can go ahead and die cut them with the poppy dyes and make some flowers. I have two projects using these flowers that I did. One is a card, and you'll see the photos of that card at the end of this video, and then next week I'll have a layout using some more of their fun goodies and these flowers. So for my first panel here, I decided I wanted to do green so I could die cut the leaves. So I started with Chroma Mist in Evergreen. Then I splattered on some of my favorite shimmer mist in Pearl. Now I'm coming in with some of my gilded aqua pigment, and I am just kind of splattering it, but then also kind of painting sections of the fiber paper with the aqua pigments in the gilded. So here is my thoughts on fiber paper. First of all, this stuff is so cool, you guys. I was a little nervous at this point because I wasn't sure how this was going to look, right? So this product mixed with the Chroma Mists and aqua pigments that I'm going to use, it's going to look like a hot mess until it dries. What I did was I put the fiber paper onto sheets of copy paper. That way I could pick that all up, set it aside, and let it dry. So I'm just kind of showing you here what it looks like. I'm going to go set it aside, and I'm going to start another one. And I was just like a mad scientist playing and playing with these products. I wanted to see how the fiber paper worked. I wanted to see how it reacted. I wanted to see how all these different mediums looked. You can see here, I didn't drop or splatter the aqua pigment there. I just held the dropper way up high and let it blop onto the paper. I'm coming in now with some more of the gold. I really like how the gold looks. The gold is going to spread out. It's all going to, as it dries, all this medium just soaks into the fiber paper, then it soaks into each other. So it does look a little bit blotchy when you're creating with it, but then when you set it aside and let it dry, it all runs together and it looks so amazing. I have to tell you right now, I used the entire package of my fiber paper, and then I had to go add more to my cart because I love how my projects, I love how the flowers I'm going to show you today turned out. This was so much fun to do. So I'm just making these panels. The package of fiber paper comes with 5 sheets of paper, and I used every single sheet of paper and played and played and played. So here is the blue that I'm adding to this purple. Now you can start to see the gold is kind of like, it all runs together as it dries. It's going to look blotchy and messy, but then when it dries, just wait. It's so cool. So the panel I just did used lilac purple Chroma Mist, blue aqua pigments, and then the gilded aqua pigments. And this one that I'm going to use now, this is Coral Chroma Mist. Now, do you see how when I did this, I was a little worried because you see how on the video, you can see it, how it looks like it's like staying in one center and it's all concentrated. And I was like, oh no, what did I just do? Is it going to look weird when it dries? It does not look weird. It totally, all those areas there that look like they're more saturated than the others, and you're kind of wondering if you just made a big old hot mess, it all just evens out over the course of the drying. So this one is coral, and then the aqua pigments in gilded. And then the last one I'm doing is chroma mist in sunrise, and then the aqua pigments in yellow. And then I also went ahead with the gilded aqua pigment as well. Chroma mist in sunrise is fast becoming my absolute favorite chroma mist color ever. You guys, if you've been around my channel for a long time, you know that I love pink and orange together. I love orange. Orange is probably my favorite color. I love the peach, all the different like peachy colors. I love the like pink and orange together, like those kind of colors. Absolutely my favorites. And this Chroma Mist Sunrise is just fabulous. So there's my last panel. Now I let them all dry, come back and die cut them with the poppy dies. You guys, I just die cut them. This fiber paper, once it's fully, completely, and utterly dry, it is the easiest thing to die cut. You just die cut it. It's like cutting butter. You just put the dye on, pop it through your machine, and done. I was so impressed with how easy this die cut. It didn't like the fibers didn't come apart like I was worried, because it does feel like it's like fabric, right? But when you die cut it, the fiber, it just cuts. It doesn't do that funny thing that felt does. If you've ever tried to do that, this isn't felt. It's something completely different. And look how gorgeous these turned out. The camera does not do them justice. The photos at the end kind of do a little bit, but it's so pretty. They're so pretty. Don't do this. So I wanted my flowers to have a bit of a gold edge. I played around a little bit, and the first thing I thought was that, well, maybe I would go ahead and heat emboss them. Maybe that would work, right? Did not work. Don't do it. I can't stress this enough. Don't heat emboss the flowers. Look what they do. They don't work with heat. They don't work with heat at all. They become like brown. Again, this is why I just went ahead and colored every sheet of fiber paper in that package, because I wanted to experiment. I wanted to see what would work. What would it work? Would this work? Would that work? Heat embossing. No, don't work. But I still wanted some gold tips on my flowers, right? So here's how I did it. I did figure out a way to get fun gold tips on my flowers. You can see them here. Look how pretty. And this didn't like smoosh my flowers up. It worked really well. So I'm going to show you how I did that. All right, so once the heat embossing didn't work, I grabbed this. So this is Brutus Monroe Chroma Glaze. And you're going to see here when I open it up, like it looks really creamy and like a pale yellow, but it dries totally different. So I just took my finger and I literally just put it on the edge of my flowers and let it dry. And when I did that, I got beautiful gold-tipped die-cut flowers. Each of the pieces of fiber paper that were in the pack did 6 flowers. So you can get 2 large. In this case, the poppy dies that I used from the shop, I got 2 of the large, 2 of the medium, 2 of the small in each of the colors that I did. So that gives you 3 layered flowers. You can use them just as one layer, however you would like. But just know you get 6 flowers. And then I put the beautiful chroma glaze in. See how it doesn't look like, it looks like, why would you do that? But wait till it dries. And this color is just called gold. So it's just the gold chroma glaze. And here I'm showing you how pretty they look all dry. Oh, they're so pretty. I grabbed some just gold mirror cardstock from my stash, and I die cut the centers of the flowers from the gold mirror cardstock. The next trick I have for you when working with this fiber paper is don't use wet glue. It doesn't work. Definitely go for a nice dry adhesive. If you have, I used Tear It tape, which is just like score tape or, any kind of that dry adhesive, the same type of adhesive that you would use for maybe fabric. The dry adhesive works the best. And then you can layer up your flowers and they are stunning. Here's the card that I made with the purple flowers, all that gorgeous texture, and you will find all the products I used linked in the description box below. They're so pretty. I'm so excited to do this again. I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye.